Okay, pieces demonstrative, and so we're going to delve into the footwork portion of this Haitian machete system. There's some really interesting correlations between it and Colombian machete, and also some interesting steps that I find that are very similar to Gatka, a martial art from Punjab. Check it out. So, I'm in my guard, in my fighting stance here, right? And so, imagine an attack coming to my leg, right? So I'm going to disengage the leg, step back off the line. As I do so, I'm going to cover, parry, sweep my stick around, come over the head, or maybe even a shorter motion around the head, and I'm down here in this guard. Now this leg here is going to be slightly exposed. We're going to imagine another cut coming in. I step off the line, I cover, and I take this around my head, come around, and do my half cut, snap cut. This way again. Resetting, I step off, sweep around, come down and sink into it, step off, cover, sweep around, hit, step off, sweep around, boom. Step off, sweep around, hit. Step off, sweep around, step off, sweep around. Step off. Couple more, sweeping. Okay, once again, this footwork from the guard, disengaging, stepping offline as I cover. In this crouch, stepping around, striking, step off, cover, I'm crouched, low, around, striking, cover, sweep, and strike, cover, sweep, boom, and strike. All right, well, that's video 2. Delving into the this footwork, circular footwork in this form of Haitian machete. Thank you for joining me. Like, subscribe, follow, put some swords, machetes, fire in the comments, and we'll see you with the next video. Peace. Okay. So we had some questions, comments, and critiques in the last video, I should say, and I wanted to kind of cover some of those questions you guys might have had. So one of the first questions was, are hand strikes permitted in this style of fencing? Now I'll say this, and my answer to the question was, in earnest fights, hand shots are always on the table. Now, in systems where the training consists of this degree between play and actual combat, when we're playing, we adjust the play in order to make it safe and challenging. You see this across the board in many different cultural arts where you don't have the benefit of wearing, protective gear or spez heavies or things like that. You have to modify how you play in order to maintain the safety of your partner, even if the play is kind of rough. So this is no different in Tire Machèt or Tire Bois or in these fighting arts. Is yes, we are training for real stuff. Yes, there is a cultural dimension to what we're learning, but we also are trying to make sure that the people we are training with are able to train with us the next day. So hand shots in real combat, yes, is a thing, but in practice, we are trying to preserve each other. Another question was asked is, why am I moving this around like this? Now, again, that might seem odd, this constant motion of the stick or the weapon. But if you think about it, machetes and many African style swords don't offer a lot of hand protection. So one, we move the stick, we move the weapon to make the hand and the arm seem less accessible and harder to track. Two, there's this concept in African-based martial arts, in capoeira and in Colombian machete, in Eskrima con machete, it's referred to as malicia. And that is like treachery, deception, misdirection. So we move our hands in ways, one, to protect it, to not present it, make it difficult for you to track and to find it, but two, making it possible for us to attack from unexpected angles and with broken rhythm. Another question was asked, do you have to be in optimal shape in order to practice this art? Look at me. I train pretty hard, but I've gained a few pounds, but I'm still able to move dynamically and explosively when needed. So you don't have to be like a top level athlete to do this. By practicing this art, you will learn to move better with grace, balance, and coordination, just like myself. What else? A couple of questions were like, was this more of a knife-based system or a machete-based system? From what I can see, from the way we control the blade, it is a long blade system, but I'm sure there's ways to adapt it to the knife. Which brings us to another question that was asked. Do we always keep the machete and the blade this close to the body? And I won't say always is the case, but one of the similarities I see between this Tire Machèt system and the Tire Machèt system, the Avril system, and in Eskrima con machete in Colombia, is there are these motions and these times where the machete is held really close and tight to the body. Again, the more extension I have, the more exposed this hand is to attacks. So you'll see where we may start off long and it shrinks in order to, keep that hand moving and out of danger. So yeah, you will find it where the blade, the stick, is held close to the body, especially in this Tire Machèt style, where it seems to circle around the head quite a bit and hover between these spots here, being tucked and untucked. One interesting thing is what I mentioned in the first video is they do tend to hold the hand, and I haven't quite integrated that into my practice yet, in these positions like above the hand here. I don't know exactly why that is. I mean, I would imagine that it's some type of shield and protection. Maybe this was done in conjunction with some kind of offhand weapon that offered a little bit of protection. We don't know, but hopefully we'll get answers soon. Like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, please support us through Patreon. And thank you guys for being here. More to come. The Monster, Guild of the Silent Sword, all that jazz.